Today we will make scary delicious cocktails that will help you stand out at the party better than any costume.
Okay, first we're going to make a cacao pumpkin old-fashioned, and instead of large ice cubes, I made an ice pumpkins. You can get this silicone ice mold on Etsy just for a couple of dollars. In a mixing glass, pour aged rum. You also can try with whiskey. Then simple syrup. Next is not a Malibu, it's actually a pumpkin spice liqueur. Add chocolate and cacao bitters. Now fill up glass with ice and stir it with a bar spoon or magic wand for 15 to 20 seconds. Now into the rocks glass add a couple of iced pumpkins and strain everything on top. You can garnish it with maraschino cherry, but with this ice it looks so attractive that you can serve this delicious pumpkin old-fashioned without anything extra. I would also recommend freezing a few extra pieces. It's a perfect shape for any Halloween cocktails, or if someone prefers to have, let's say, whiskey on the rocks. Next will be a very special pumpkin mule that we're going to serve inside, a pumpkin. I chose the medium size one so it can fit about 10 ounces. Cut the top and get rid of everything from the inside. Not going to pretend, I expected it would be a little faster, so if you will be using pumpkin as your serving cup, make sure to do this in advance and not right before pouring ingredients. It's ready now, let's add a pumpkin vodka. Next we need lime, squeeze some fresh juice, add a few pieces of ice, fill up with ginger beer and lightly stir it. For convenient drinking, let's make a little hole for straw, and you actually can serve almost any type of cocktails with ice, so I would love to know what you would mix inside a pumpkin. Let me know in the comments. There is a chance that someone at your party would like to have a martini and you're out of ideas how to make it Halloween special. So here's a really easy one for you. In the mixing glass add vodka, a little bit of dry vermouth, add plenty of ice, and since it's not Vesper Martini from the James Bond episode, we're going to stir it. Before I strain it into the chilled coupe or martini glass, add a tiny amount of tasteless edible glitter. Now strain martini from the mixing glass and boring dry martini turned into the magic one. Get ready to be asked by all your friends what's inside and how did you make it so pretty. You guys loved this one on my episode Cocktails with Absinthe, so I thought Halloween is the perfect occasion to make it again, but slightly different. In the chilled champagne glass at absinthe. As always, I'm using the most expensive champagne that you can get at Walmart. Fill up to the top, lightly stir it. Traditionally we would use mint leaves as a garnish on top, but last time I checked, this video is about scary looking Halloween cocktails, so we will use body parts. Well, not literally, but get this gruesome gummy body parts candy. Let's use brain so you can eat it and say that your Halloween theme is being a Dr. Hannibal Lecter. This simple combination probably my favorite on today's list, and I'm sure you will love it too. Pumpkin ale tastes great, but this is not beer or ale tasting episode, so let's get a tall glass. I will be using a chilled mason jar. Pour ale inside. This is optional, but I like it sweeter, and I will add pumpkin syrup. You can use simple syrup since this one is not so easy to find. Add few scoops of pumpkin gelato, and do not serve this to your Italian friends since they will find it quite inappropriate to use gelato this way. Also, a great variation would be to use a pumpkin cider. Cheers to everyone for liking this video. If you will be serving whiskey or whiskey based cocktails, here's an easy way to infuse it with smoke and make a scary awesome presentation. I knew that this overpriced skull vodka would be useful one day. Get rid of vodka and using a smoking gun, add plenty of your favorite smoke into the bottle. Let's pour the most premium Canadian whiskey inside and close it tight. It's already better than pouring whiskey from the regular bottle, but we go a step further, and using ice mold I made skulls that will make you feel like a James Bond inspector visiting Mexico during the Day of the Dead holiday. Can't argue that zombie cocktail is a good fit to celebrate Halloween. Let's try to make this cocktail as close as possible to original version. We will need to shake this with crushed ice, so let's go. Pour 3 different types of rum, next add falernum, fresh lime juice, then squeeze some grapefruit juice, cinnamon syrup, which is basically a simple syrup infused with cinnamon, a little bit of grenadine syrup, and right before you was going to say wow, there was a lot of ingredients, we need to add 1 spoon of absinthe and couple dashes of Angostura bitters. You're supposed to shake it with 6 ounces of crushed ice. If you don't want to measure it, here you can see how 6 ounces of crushed ice looks. Combine them together and shake it like you're the person who about to turn into zombie in the movie World War Z. Now pour everything into scary looking glass, add a lot of crushed ice on top. I wanted to use gummy brain candy, but since already used it, let's garnish it with ear, eye and the foot. Add 1 medium-sized piece of dry ice for smoky effect, and don't drink more than 2 of them per night or you will turn into the Walking Dead zombie character without even noticing it. If there are way too many ingredients for you and you don't want to spend your monthly budget on zombie cocktail, here's a great solution for you. Let's make a candy corn infused vodka. In the empty bottle, put about 1 cup of candy corn, fill up with vodka from Costco. No worries, flavor will significantly improve after you let it sit for about 4-5 hours. After candy dissolves, you will get this bright orange color and of course, sweet candy corn infused flavored vodka that can be used for different cocktails or can be served as shots. You're probably asking, why did you make me buy pumpkin flavored vodka for 1 cocktail only? Actually no, now we're going to make delicious pumpkin white Russian. In a mixing glass, add pumpkin vodka, Kahlua or similar coffee liqueur, add ice and stir it. I'm going to strain it into the coupe glass. Yeah, for this presentation, unfortunately you can't serve it on the rocks. Now I need some whipping cream. Let's shake it for a few seconds to make it more thick and using spoon carefully layer it on top. You can use different stencils here like pumpkin or spider web, place it on top of the glass and sprinkle with cocoa powder. If you want to make it even more scary looking, spray on top with black food coloring spray.